Hi everyone, welcome back to day 3 of my weight loss journey. And when I weighed myself yesterday, I weighed in at 188.8 pounds. And I know I was a little disappointed with that. And I had mentioned I was hoping to lose a little bit more today. So we'll see if I did or didn't or how that worked out. I'll tell you about that in a little bit. But first off, I want to talk to you about what I eat. As I showed you yesterday, I had mostly soup, and I think I showed you my overnight oats yesterday as well. So those are two of my main meals. I eat pretty plainly, A, because it's just me, and B, I'm trying to lose weight, so I don't want to be thinking about food all the time. I just want simple things that I, know are there, they're going to work, and I'm going to be satisfied and full at the end of my meal. So the overnight oats with mixed berries, I showed you yesterday. I also showed you the soup, although I didn't have the recipe for that. But one of the biggest parts of my diet, possibly 50% or probably even more, is potatoes, whether that be mashed potatoes or boiled potatoes, fried without oil potatoes, or baked or steamed or however. So sweet potatoes, yellow potatoes, either way. So lots of potatoes in my diet. And one of my favorite ways to eat them is just to cook them. And then I let them cool overnight, because that does bring down the amount of sugar that enters your stream, your bloodstream, and creates more resistant starch. And if you want to learn a little bit more about that, the program I'm predominantly following, I'm going to have to put this up because this is backwards. It's the Starch Solution with Dr. John McDougall. I'll put a picture up over top of here so you can see it right way around. And a lot of plant-based physicians, and there's a lot of them, and not just average. These are world-class, high-end, Cleveland Clinic, Berkeley, the highest level of physicians who are speaking out and saying, hey, if we want to get healthy and get rid of all these diseases and illnesses we have, we need to eat less processed food, if any, and more whole food plants like we used to eat. So that's Dr. McDougall's book is a really good one, and I follow that, and it's very popular. A lot of people lose weight with that. A lot of people also do what I'm trying to do, which is reverse diabetes. Potatoes, back to potatoes. So I do eat a lot of potatoes. I actually feel incredible when you're eating a very basic diet. Your body's very happy with that. It doesn't need a whole whack load of fancy things to keep it happy. It likes a plain, simple, give me nutrients, don't give me all the fluffy stuff. So now that's not to say that there aren't some really, really good meals and things out there that are plant-based, because there's lots of them. Because usually on a regular diet, you have meat, potatoes, veggie. That's it. So, and sometimes salad. Oh, and maybe pasta. And pasta oftentimes ends up being, a canned pasta or Mr. Noodles or whatever the case. But it's really, really easy. And oftentimes it's just substituting one brand for another that, can make a huge difference. So, but anyways, back to potatoes. I eat a lot of potatoes, and when I eat them, I have this cheese sauce that I just smother them in. I love it. And you might think, cheese sauce? Well, I thought you were like going vegan, going plant-based. Yes, I am. And there's no dairy, there's no animal products in it whatsoever. So the main ingredients are cauliflower, rolled oats, roasted red peppers, and nutritional yeast. And nutritional yeast is what gives it both the red pepper and the nutritional yeast give it both its color And the nutritional yeast contains a lot of the protein. So it's a recipe I came across. I have this this YouTube channel I watch. If you've never seen them, Plant-Based Dads. They're really awesome, Joey and Tim, and they make some great plant-based meals. They also are doing the starch solution, and I watched them one episode, and Joey was making this cheese sauce out of cauliflower, and I'm like, really? Cauliflower? Okay. So I tried it, and I was literally hooked. It made potatoes and everything else so much nicer, so much easier, and I fell in love with it. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'm going to give you the nutrient content of this recipe of this cheese sauce. And I'm also going to put down in the description the link to go over and see Joey and Tim over on Plant-Based Dads. And you can actually watch them make the recipe, because I do a little variation. I put a little more cauliflower in, and they use Ripple plant-based milk, and I use oat milk. And I'm sure they've, used, oat milk as well, but they tend to prefer, I think it's a pea protein milk, PEA protein milk. So it's really good. I'm going to put up a picture up here of my potatoes, how I like to eat them often. And I can eat 2, 3, 4 of these a day. So each one of these is probably somewhere in the range of, depending on how many potatoes I have, if I have one large potato and sauce, I may be looking at 350, 400, maybe 500 if I have like 2 medium potatoes instead of one large one. Maybe 500 calories, and like almost zero fat, like really low fat. So what I'm going to do is I'm kind of going to give you the nutrient content of this. And I'm looking down. You'll see me looking down because I've got my laptop here, and I'm looking at what I wrote up. It'll be in the description below for you. And as I said, you can go over to Plant-Based Dads and you can watch them make the recipe. And they also have some really good other recipes. They do a good job of plant-based. So Plant-Based Dads, and this is their cheese sauce. I don't know if they created it or if they got it from somebody else, but when you watch the video, it'll tell you. So basically, their cheese sauce makes 5 cups, and I keep mine in a mason jar in the fridge for a week, 10 days sometimes. It doesn't usually last long enough to go back, because I usually have, at least a cup a day of it, at least. So it's 5 cups. And I've broken it down into 10 servings of half a cup each. So this is a nutrient content for half a cup serving of this a Plant-Based Dad's cheese sauce. So here we go. So as far as calorie goes, I have to use my glasses. I'm sorry, but as far as calories go, let's see what we got here. We have 135.2 calories. Of that 135 calories, only 4.25 of those calories are from, only 4.25 grams are from fat. There's 7.38 grams of fiber and a whopping 13.24 grams of protein per half a cup. And like I said, I usually have at least a half or a cup a day. 15.74 grams of carbs and 1.28 grams of sugar. So as you can see, it's got all the good things you do want. The fiber, the protein, the carbs, all of that good stuff that your body needs, and low on the other things, the fat and the sugar. So really nutritious, really good. And you can go see it over on Plant-Based Dad's website. You can watch him make that. So now I said at the end of my video I would talk to you about yesterday's weigh-in, day 3's weight. So yesterday morning I weighed in. I tend to weigh myself in the morning. Shortly after I get up, just as long as it's before I've eaten is my goal to get my weight down. And I was really excited, and as I had hoped, I did have a fairly good day yesterday. So yesterday I weighed in at 188 pounds even. So in a couple of days I have lost a full pound there. And then when I go in to weigh in tomorrow, we'll see if we're continuing on that progress. But so I'll show you my biometrics up here. And then tomorrow, I think maybe we'll talk about how that Renfo app, you see all those numbers when I post the app there, but maybe we'll take a look and see what those numbers all mean and how they work and such. But in the meantime, I want to thank you for joining me. It's been great. I hope you subscribe to my channel. Give me thumbs up. Come along, because I don't want to go on this journey alone. Leave me a comment below. Let me know, do you have weight to lose? If so, how much? Are you doing the starch solution? Are you doing, another method? Or are you following another doctor or expert? Most of them advocate for a plant-based and a whole food diet. It's just a matter of, how much they lean in. Some lean more into starches, some lean more into other nutrients. But let me know what you're doing and how your progress is going. You have a great day. Stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.